Namaste. Guys, do you know what day today is? Well, I do. Happy 75th Republic Day, everyone. What is the importance of Republic Day, you might ask? Well, some people have this question, some children, younger than me, that why do we need a Republic Day when we already have an Independence Day? Well, I know the answer, that it's different. These 2 days are different. Well, let me just tell you. Republic Day, today, we gather here to celebrate and commemorate. Well, what do we commemorate? Well, we commemorate the adoption of the India's constitution. This is the day when we adopted the constitution, when we gave ourselves the constitution, which was drafted by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and his very, very hardworking team. And so we got ourselves this constitution on 26 January 1950. It was ready just like a month or 2 months before, I think, but they chose this date for giving the constitution, officially handing it over to the government. Because of that, now that at that time we were able to call ourselves a sovereign state and a republic state. That is why we celebrate Republic Day. You know, India is a country with a rich tradition, culture, talent, art. I mean, there's so many different languages, so many different foods, but so many types of clothes, so many types of people, but they all have one thing in common. You know what it is? Being an Indian and loving India. That is the feeling that can never ever change in any Indian ever. So, this day also commemorates the public's power to choose our government ourselves. Like in a dictatorship, that one person, the one who's announced the dictatorship, will be the dictator, the leader of your country or that place until he dies. But in democracy, it's different. In democracy, after some period of years, the public, after a certain age, we are able to choose the government that we want. And based on the majority, that is how we get our government every 5 years. So India, the time span is 5 years, and in different countries, the time span can be a little different. So, you know that India has everything different, but still we celebrate this day as equal people. Military and cultural pageantry is shown to all of Indians on this day because apparently we think that it is important the government thinks that it is important to show the people of its nation that they are very secure. And cultural because they want us to know that how many people, how many different types of people, how many different types of religion and different kinds of people are living here, but they do not fight. We are a very tight-knitted nation that can never, never, never be separated. Well, that's true. And here's a little fact. Did you know that the first Constituent Assembly was held on December 9, 1946, before independence? Well, I will just call that a way to know that we were gaining independence. We knew that we were gaining independence at that time. And the last Constituent Assembly was held on 26 November 1949. That was the day when the Constitution was done, ready, everything was written, but they waited until 26 January 1950 to officially hand it over. And this year's theme is Viksit Bharat for the parade. Every year, the parade of the Republic Day from Delhi is broadcasted and telecasted to every corner of the country to make people believe, and of course not believe, it is for that we have to include every citizen of this country, every person that lives in this country. We have to connect them with us for this occasion celebration because this is apparently a very big day for us. Why? Because this is the day that we officially declared it to the world that we are now going to be the best at the top of every list, every field, starting at that day. This year's theme, as I just told you, is Viksit Bharat, and this year's guest will be President of France, Emmanuel Macron. This is also the day that when the president hoists the flag in Delhi, and then he or she can give awards to deserving civilians. Like there are many different awards like Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, Padma Shri, and these are for the citizen of this nation and for brave soldiers from the military, air force, navy, from any kind of service that has done the country good. Well, the president gives them different awards like Veer Chakra, Param Veer Chakra, and everything. So this is the day when everyone is reminded that they are together despite their looks, despite whatever their race may be, whatever their religion may be, whatever their state, language, food, and the way of talking, way of behaving, and everything that their ancient traditions have taught them. But one thing can never change is the fact that they are Indian, they know it, and they're gonna love their country. Every child of this country is capable of being at the top of any field. Like talk about art, talents, and culture, tradition, and let's talk about science, social science. In literature, we are ahead in every field there ever is, and will be someday the number one country in the whole wide world, and nobody will stop us. But for that, we need the participation of every citizen. I'm talking about every citizen that there is of India, because if everyone comes together, that's when we can make it happen, right? So I'll just like to wish you again happy 75th Republic Day, and well, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Thank you guys, have a nice day, and bye.